Don't adjust your set. There's only 2 of us tonight. How's it going, DJ?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
So, Gaskar's on vacation, and Danny thought for some reason we're streaming at 8. I don't know.
Have we started?
That's what I said.
Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
But the thing was, he called me today. Like, he called me around 2 o'clock. I was coming back from the beach, and he's like, are we streaming tonight? I'm like, yeah, I sent the link out Friday. I'm like, 7 o'clock, like we always do. You know, I'm like, I sent the link out earlier because I was gone all weekend. So I get in and I messaged you and I messaged Danny. I'm like, hey, I'm in. And he's like, 8 o'clock, right? I'm like, no. Like, when did we ever stream? Like, we did 10 o'clock back in the day.
And then we were excited. It was like 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, oops, well, I'm not home. I'm like, well, I put it in the email. I mean, it is what it is. Do what we got to do. But we should be able to hold down the fort. It's fine.
Yeah, we got it.
It's okay. Danny's old, that old age, dementia.
A little senile,
Yeah. I mean, if he had hair, it would be gray.
I get forgetful all the time, too.
I'm just saying, I would expect that from Adam. But Danny,
yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Let me down, Daniel. Let me down.
That's all right. And Gaskar's out on some beach right now drinking a little fruity drink.
Hey, that's what I was doing all weekend. I mean, I wasn't drinking fruity drinks, but yeah, I swear I do have iced coffee. My wife is getting ready to bring it over here. I'm running late on everything, so couldn't make iced coffee myself. But yeah. Let me see. Super chat. Let's see. Okay, this goes into the main topic, so we'll talk about it. Right. Justin Monty threw a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. At this point, At this point, that's what Marvel should be saying. Fuck. At this point, Marvel's better off just canceling Blade to give you any idea, or canceling. Whoa, and DJ said, "Fuck it, I'm out too." Blade, to give you an idea, this was first announced back at Comic-Con 2019, back when they revealed the original Phase 4 slate. Yeah, I know this was announced like 5 years ago. This is starting to give me flashbacks of 2 movies. Black Adam. Yes. Because Black Adam, that thing was announced like 10 years ago, right? Yeah. That movie did eventually come out. We saw the quality of that film, so hey, it doesn't look too good for Blade. And not only that, another movie this is starting to remind me of is the Gambit movie they announced at Comic-Con. It was like Channing Tatum. Even Channing Tatum was at Comic-Con, like taking pictures and promoting the movie, and we're like, "Oh yeah, it's coming! It's coming!" It
never happened.
Yeah, never happened. Personally, I do think they should cancel it. I think Marvel's just being stubborn at this point. There's no reason to even have it. There's no reason to even have it, other than that end credit scene with Eternals.
That's what I said. Like, if we don't have Blade, does that take away from anything?
It doesn't. It doesn't take away anything. And he's 50 years old right now. He was 45 when they made the announcement. He's 50 years old.
The man's he's still in good shape. I'll give him that. But if you want to do a sequel,
a franchise,
probably we'll say 3 movies: Blade 1, 2, and 3. You're looking at what 10 to 12 year
Robert Downey Jr. type of stuff.
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr. was 3 Iron Man movies, and then of course he did Avengers. But if you're in the MCU, they're not just going to stop at just 3 Blade movies.
Especially when you fall into the MCU, like the storyline and everything.
Yeah,
you use you a couple more times.
Either a Disney Plus appearance, or if they do like a
team up movie, something like that.
Almost like the Justice League Black, but for the Avengers, where they have like Ghost Rider and Blade and all that. I mean, you're looking at like 10 years of your life. This dude's gonna be 60 at this point. This was one of the arguments of not getting Wesley Snipes. It was always too old. And look at Mahershala Ali. I always thought they should have went younger for this role. Always. Like I said,
they would have done it like 2 or 3 years after they announced it. It would have worked. But we're looking at what 6 years, going on 7 years now, because it's supposed to come out with 2003 last year. The original release date was
2023. You mean 223 or 2023? Yeah. And the thing is, they just said. And first of all, what makes me sad is y'all motherfuckers not hitting the like button.
Yes.
I mean, that's almost making me as sad as Danny for getting what time
30 people in here. 30 people in here, y'all.
30 people in here and only 8 likes, man. What the hell? That's not even double-digit likes. That's so disappointing. But yeah, now Marvel is hiring more writers to do rewrites. So he's 50 years old now. By the time they start film, because you're not going to film this year.
No,
right?
Next year.
Yeah. So he'll be 51. By the time the movie's released, he's going to be 52, 53. Like, come on, bro. Nah.
Yeah. Now, you want these sequels? You know, I'm at the point, if you're going to do a one-off TV series, if you're going to keep it going, you know, but it's lost its luster now. And I love Blade, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
You know? But the way they handle it is, you know, that whole phase has been handled horribly.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. Because Kevin Feige completely pulled a DCEU and a Star Wars Lucasfilm. Because DCEU, they just let any director come in there and go, hey, I want to do this movie. And they're like, okay, doesn't matter if it's in our projects or not, we're going to do it. And the same thing with Kathleen Kennedy. Like, she lets whatever director or actor come in like, hey, I want to do it. Okay, we'll do that.
Then you try to fit a square into a circle and it doesn't fit. You know,
it's the first project where Kevin Feige didn't have a clear-cut plan, and it shows. It absolutely shows. Exactly. Because the whole reason why they rebooted Spider-Man again was because Andrew Garfield was too old. They wanted a younger Spider-Man. So we've seen them do this time and time again. And now they're like, oh, yeah, Mahershala Ali, because he wants to do it, we're going to have this 50-year-old actor play Blade. And it's not. And I like Mahershala Ali. I think he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, amazing actor.
At this point, he needs to play a different character if he wants to be in the MCU. He needs to go do other projects.
Play a villain. He has that villain characteristic. He can play a good villain.
100%. 100%. He can go play a villain character or an agent or something. But if you want that Blade character to be sustainable in the MCU, you need to go younger at this point.
It's nothing against him as an actor. I think he would kill the role, but we're talking about this long-term, you know.
Yeah, what's good for the brand? What's good for the character?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just have the character come out and then like, oh yeah, we're gonna reboot it in Secret Wars. You know, like no, it just came out. It's.
You see the last thing about Secret Wars? The was that Immortal show? Well, that one Marvel show that sucked with all the what was it called? They're supposed to be
Eternals,
and not Eternals. The other one with the
the Inhumans.
Inhumans, yeah, they're supposed to be appearance in that. I'm like, why?
Well, the one Black Bull had an appearance in Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
but I think the more they try to forget about that, the better.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get on a clear path for this next phase because you know they want to rewrite the ship in any kind of way. They got to get on some kind of clear. I don't care what the path is. Get on a clear path.
After X-Men 97, they need to get into on the X-Men path.
Yeah.
The future of Marvel. Phase 4 was a complete misstep because it should have been titled Phase 4 Fantastic Four. And then they should have went right into the mutant stuff as soon as they had the rights to do the mutants. It's absolutely ridiculous that they waited so long to get into the mutants.
They should have had this game plan already on the back burner. At least a good outline of what they wanted to do.
I knew what Kevin Feige's game plan for Phase 4 was diversity. Oh, we saw Black Panther make tons of money. Oh, we're giving you a Chinese character, a bunch of gay characters for Pride Month. Like we're giving you like the only Black Eternal character is going to be gay. It's just like they just. Why is that? Why is always it's the Black characters that are gay? Right? I'm not even Black and I'm pissed off about that.
You get 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's right. We have the checklist and like, well, if we make them Black, that's a check, and we make them gay, that's a double check. 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, that's what we're gonna.
Little side note, you know about PC and stuff. Have you heard the Slim Shady's back with his new song, and he's pissing everybody off at Gen Z.
No.
So Eminem is dropping a new album. He released his first single called Houdini or whatever, and it's basically the old Slim Shady style, and he's going after everybody, and people are in this day and age, But I was like, oh, Gen Z's gonna be mad about this one, but it's Eminem, You can't get mad about it. You know what you're gonna get, so you can't cancel him. I don't care what you say.
No, you can't cancel him. I have not listened to an Eminem record since You had the first album with Slim Shady LP, right?
Yeah.
Then you had the Marshall Mathers LP, and then you had Showtime. That was the last album I watched or listened to. Showtime. So I've been way
the
out.
song was very nostalgic. Like, it's basically.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's funny. He goes after everybody.
Good. This generation's too fucking soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Eminem and Dave Chappelle is gonna bring us back to the promised land.
Right. Untouchables.
Yes, you cannot cancel those two. They're bringing us back to the promised land.
Try all you want. Yeah.
Justin Monty threw in a additional $5 super chat, and I appreciate that. Even if it does come out, there's no way it's coming out in 2025. If anything, they're going to delay. Again, I agree with that because we're 2024 now. They say they have the story, but it still needs to be, the script needs to be rewritten. So we're looking
for the third time now, I think.
Yeah. Post-production is going to last at least until 2024 or until we get to 2025. If they do start filming, like if they approve the script, filming is going to start probably midway through 2025. The earliest we'll see this film,
December.
If they were smart, they would do it in October. But around, it depends on the CGI.
November, December,
late 2026.
And that's rushing, like no hiccups. Like you gotta be boom, boom.
That's not counting reshoots if they need to do like that's if everything goes perfect.
Exactly.
Like boom, they better do as much practical shit to save the CGI as they possibly can. And then like where would it even fit into? Because right around 2026 is when we're gonna be getting into the Secret Invasion or Secret Wars shit and stuff. So where the fuck does Blade fit into any of that?
I'm saying that movie should have been a year after Eternals, because they had the end credit scene, keep it fresh. That whole that earlier Phase 4, I forgot all the storylines to it. None of them connected.
I pretty much do too. The only storylines I remember is, of course, the big huge Celestial out of the core.
Yeah.
Right. I remember Spider-Man because of the Spider-Verse stuff and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
There was two things in Eternals, Blade and then what's it? Not Adam
Black Knight.
Thanos' brother.
He was in the end credit scene. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Something Fox, right? Like Star Fox. No, not Star Fox. Fire Fox. Whatever the fuck the motherfucker's name is.
Fox.
Yeah, they Internals.
My point is that we don't remember. Like we don't.
Internals introduced a lot of stuff, but it's been so long that how are you going to expect people to follow along? Like people are going to go see a movie and then Thanos' brother's going to show up and they're like, who is this guy? Oh, wait, he showed up like 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So just like the fucking Celestial.
The Shang-Chi thing with the 10 rings at the end. Like, it's something from space. And explain that. I mean, so
I thought that's what the Disney Plus shows were supposed to be doing.
That's what they should be doing, filling the little gaps like that, not having their own straight storylines. They should be in between movies to either introduce a character or fill in, the holes that weren't filled in from a movie.
What they need to do is that, and I heard rumors that they might be looking at doing this, reviving Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
They should.
Right? And then have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. investigating like these anomalies, like why is there Celestial hanging out of the Earth's core?
Yes,
and you have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. go, and that way it keeps it fresh because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in its prime was
good.
Great because they set up Age of Ultron perfectly in that season because they had that thing going, and even in the first season with Ward becoming like Hydra, dude, that was like I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
and so
and they can use that to also poke fun at themselves, like, oh yeah, remember that thing that's in the Pacific Ocean and no one's talking about? Or, like, that's the kind of they need that ground level MCU stories,
Yes. And there was a lot of really good stuff in there because they turned Sky into Daisy, who was Quake, and there was a lot of interesting things, and it kept the main stories of the phases fresh in television. It's not like this whole you're gonna get 6 episodes of Miss Marvel, 6 episodes of Moon Knight, and none of it ties into the bigger picture of anything.
I mean, the only thing I got out of Miss Marvel, we got the Marvels, but the word mutant was finally said for the first time in MCU. That's all we got out of it. But again, it really hasn't. If you're going to do that stuff, you got to have to pay off I'm not saying right away, but at least so it's so fresh in people's mind, not
Yeah.
5-6 years later down the road when like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you know how cool it would have been if they had Agents of Shields going on, and then because Nick Fury used to show up in the first couple seasons,
Yes.
and then Nick Fury shows up, and then they start incorporating the Secret Invasion storyline, like maybe Coulson was
with
a
Rhodey,
scroll.
With Rhodey. They had Rhodey in that.
Yes,
had a question like something ain't right about him, like, and then it was revealed in Secret Invasion he's actually a scroll.
Yeah. And then they could have tied that into like a tie-in movie or something, but they could have set, because that's their problem right now is they don't have enough time. Like they do. For some reason, they put this stupid mandate to where they can only do 30-minute, 6-long episodes.
Yeah,
crap. I don't know why they're doing that.
To an hour, like
everybody
else does that. Like
you can't do good storytelling that way. All the greatest television shows of all time have been an hour long. Every one of them. Even Agents of Shield. Yep.
Yeah, that was hour-long shows. Yeah.
Yep. Fucking Agent Carter was an hour long,
and that
it went 2 seasons.
That was a show too.
Yep. That's what they need to do, man. And if they want to introduce like Moon Knight or Miss Marvel, to get people noticing them, introduce them in Agents of Shield.
Have a couple episodes with them. 100%. If they're popular, then you give them their own show or give them a movie or whatever.
Yep, 100%. Also, guys, what the fuck is going on, man? All right, still 13 likes with almost 40 people watching. What the hell, guys?
I know it's only 2 of us, y'all, but
I know. Come on, what the hell? Danny in here. Well, dude, once Adam split, there went at least 20 likes. Yeah. Jake don't show up no more. Nobody. The entire Ku Klux Klan members, they just dipped the stream when Adam left. So Danny brings at least 10 likes in, and Danny's not here. So come on, what the fuck? Okay, we're up to 17 now. That's a little bit better. Do I need to put my green screen up and have a rainbow flag for Pride Month behind me? Would that make some more likes? What the fuck's going on? Justin Monty threw in another $5. Justin Monty's on point tonight, guys.
Yeah,
the man just donated $20. This dude right here is gonna help pay my rent next month. So thank you. It also doesn't help that Phase 4 got screwed over because of COVID. Yeah, but go ahead.
There were so many factors that played into a lot of things. The whole movie industry in a whole. You can't put it all on COVID, but I will say that was a part of it. In essence. But that doesn't stop good writing and good storytelling.
That's my point.
Anything, that gives you more time to write stories.
That's my point. You hit the nail right on the head.
It affects your production. Yes, I agree. But your concepts and stories, that should not be affected.
Yep. Yeah. First, okay. What year did Blade? Did he say Blade got announced? What, 2019?
That was pre-COVID.
That was pre-COVID. You're telling me they couldn't write a fucking script for Blade during COVID? I mean,
in 2 years, like that's
All you're doing is sitting at home reading writing scripts. They could have hired
locations up.
They could have hired 10 writers, right? Each one of you give me a script, and then they have the best script.
They could have had Zoom. They could have wrote over Zoom, have their meetings over Zoom, and write. Like, I don't see how hard that could. I mean, I say COVID played a part, but it wasn't the nail in the coffin.
Cover for me.
No, fine, no. But no, so the whole COVID thing that we're talking about, that, like I said, it plays a factor, but it's not the biggest thing. I know it hurt a lot of the movies going experience and everything, but as far as good writing and storytelling, it shouldn't affect it in the long run. I mean, without 2019, so we just got Disney Plus, I think came out that year before. We got WandaVision, and then they had other shows lined up and everything, and we're still getting other shows that were already have been written and everything. But again, you can't blame COVID. It postponed filming, but it shouldn't postpone your writing.
The
creative part of it. So you can't go out on location, you can't shoot, but you can have you can write a script, send a script to the actors. You can do a pre-reading over conference calls to see how it works and everything. Make your adjustments and everything. So
and
there was ways, and it's still film stuff during COVID. There's a lot of restrictions and a lot of loopholes you had to get to, but there are still ways to do it. But like we're talking about is just the creative part of it. That could have been handled on the backside. Like okay, let's sit back, let's figure out where we're going to go with all these stories and characters that we're going to introduce. How are we going to introduce? How are we going to handle Disney Plus since streaming is about to pick up big now? You know, everybody's stuck at home, so that's what I think happened too. I think when COVID happened, they started focusing more on streaming, but then when COVID it lifted, all they had was focus on streaming stuff, not actual like movies and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think people use the COVID excuse to bail them out of everything. Oh, that video game sucked because let's not forget COVID. Oh yeah, PlayStation Showcase this week sucked because they had no games because of COVID. Like at some point, people can't use COVID as a crutch anymore because, like DJ said, okay, that postponed filming and pre-production. That doesn't postpone writing. And first of all, you should have been able to map shit out during COVID. You should have said, okay, we're gonna take this year off or whatever to map out where we want to go with it. Phase 4 has been sloppy. No, not has, because it's over with. Phase 4 is over. We're in phase 5. It was sloppy as shit.
It was just throw something out there to get some money. With no kind of direction at all.
Yep.
Tell me one direction that phase 4 went to.
Other than the only direction it went into was with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange going into the multiverse.
Yeah, okay. The only that actually connected was WandaVision, which connected Doctor Strange, which led into Spider-Man. That's the only two movies that actually made sense. And I guess you say Loki and Ant-Man, but we saw that paid off.
Wasn't Ant-Man the beginning of phase 5 though?
Was that 5?
I don't know. Quantumania. I thought it was the beginning of phase 5. I thought Wakanda Forever was the last film in.
Oh yeah,
phase 4. Right. Well, let me look, dude. See that? Yeah. See, dude. I can tell you every movie in phase 1, 2, and 3,
and how they ordered it went, and how they connect. Every end credit scene. But this one is just a jumble mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. Marvel Phase 4 list. Okay. Films. Yeah, Wakanda Forever was the last one.
Okay.
It was Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Blunder, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I forgot about Thor.
A lot of people try to.
So was phase 5, that was Guardians? That's phase 5 too?
Yes, that would have to be phase 5. Let me look it up. Which was weird why that was in phase 5.
Yeah.
Okay, phase 5. Ant-Man started it. Then it was Guardians of the Galaxy, the Marvels, Deadpool coming out, and then Captain America, and it's going to end with Thunderbolts.
Again, Thunderbolt movies I really don't care about, honestly.
No, the Thunderbolts movie. So I guess Fantastic Four is phase 6.
Yeah.
And then the two Avengers are going to be in phase 6. It's so weird. How they have it structured.
Well, no, this was I said. It's got Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Blade, and Avengers. The Kang Dynasty. Well, that's not happening anymore. So it's probably an older list.
Well, I'm on Wikipedia. These are the ones that officially have a release date and officially are filming. Fantastic Four is not in phase 5, Mad, because Fantastic Four they haven't even started filming yet.
Yeah. That's phase 6. Let's see what fandom has.
The movie they have right now is leading up until May 5th of 2025 is what they have right now on Wikipedia. Right here. Could they add more to it? Sure. But they actually have to be in production to do so.
Yeah.
They actually have to be filming to do so.
But they haven't finished writing the scripts. They can't even film anything.
No. Fantastic Four is probably further along than their other projects, But what are the movies? There's only 4 movies that we know of that doesn't have a release date yet. Fantastic Four, the 2 untitled Avenger movies. They had titles, but they took away the titles. And then the Blade movie.
Yeah.
That's the three of those 4 movies are in limbo. And Fantastic Four, look how long they announced Fantastic Four the same day they announced Blade.
Yeah. Fantastic Four should have came out this year because your marketing would have been every 24th thing you had the Fantastic Four in it.
Yes. Yep.
I would have put it April 4th, 2024 to have 4 and everything.
Mad. The difference here, Mad, is Superman is filming.
Yes.
Fantastic Four is not. Like
they have a cast. That's
we have production photos of Superman. Yeah, they're on set. We just found out the cast of Fantastic Four like 2 weeks ago.
The main cast. We haven't got a full cast list yet. They're still casting people for other parts.
Yeah, they just announced this guy's gonna play Galactus out of nowhere. So they're not even filming anything yet.
That's what I'm saying. The problem with the Marvel, all these, you announce stuff all the time, but there's nothing behind it.
Who used to do that? Who do we used to give shit to for doing that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's flipped, man. It's flipped.
They flip, man, because fucking and I said this and I meant it, and I'm being proven kind of right here. Is I always said James Gunn was just as important to the MCU as Kevin Feige, because before James Gunn came around, the MCU was very grounded. It wasn't until Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn is the one who created the cosmic universe of the MCU.
He made the space side of it to connect
all
that together.
When they did all the intergalactic stuff in Infinity War and Endgame, James Gunn was the guy there who was making sure everything was right with the Russo brothers and stuff. So people that give geeky guy in here, this twinkle toe cocksucker come in here and he wants to hate everything James Gunn does. But the MCU, when James Gunn was there, they had a vision because Kevin Feige was able to concentrate on other projects while James Gunn was focusing on the cosmic aspect.
And without the cosmic aspect, Thanos wouldn't have been as important or as menacing as he was.
100%. 100%. And now you look at it. DC, they used every day, they were announcing new movies, like Cyborg in the Flash movie, all kinds of stupid shit. None of it ever came out. Nope. And we used to give them so much shit, oh man, they need to stop announcing shit and just make movies. And now look what happened. James Gunn is over there. Everything is on track. And now Marvel is the old DCEU trying to scramble to do everything.
I just don't understand. You had the perfect formula. You were a hit maker every single time. When people saw that Marvel logo, people went to the theaters. Now you're a laughingstock.
Yeah, you were right. They had the perfect formula: 4 to 5 movies per phase, end with an Avengers movie.
Yeah,
you did that for 3 phases, and it worked perfect.
Perfectly.
You had your season and your season finale. And what did they do? They fucked it up. They did no Avengers movie in phase 4. No Avengers, they were hinting at an all-female Avengers movie because of that scene in Endgame. Dude, that would have worked. It would have worked. Every one of those ladies were still on contract. It would have worked.
And they were all household names. People knew who they were.
Yeah.
So, you would have got your people saying, "Oh, it's woke," but
it would have you would have your geeks and gamers guys going, "Oh, it's woke" or whatever. But the thing is, the difference is
it would have worked.
It would have set up.
Period. Yes.
If they would have done Ant-Man 3 in phase 4, because you had the Wasp, and if you would have did the Marvels in phase 4, right there's your female characters that you're setting up for the Avengers.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous, man. And Guardians 3 should have been in phase 4 because you have Gamora who was part of that thing, and then you had Nebula, and they could have said it could have been a nice stopgap Avengers movie to lead into your big
next.
So it just they flop, man. They flip-flop.
Yeah. I don't know what's the name took over. Not Iger, the other guy.
Chapek.
Chapek. I don't know if he had a hand in all that stuff.
Oh, but apparently he had a huge hand in it because from what I understand, just
wasn't he restricting Feige? He's trying to restrict Feige and everything.
They stripped Kevin Feige of all of his executive powers. He was only what happened. He was executive in name only. All the decisions were made by lawyers who were friends of like businessmen, lawyer types that were friends of Chapek because his idea was they're my friends. They know how to run business. They gave it to him. And then they started mandating all this content on Disney Plus. Yeah. So Kevin Feige went from having 2 to 3 projects a year to having like 10 projects a year.
And you can't manage all that.
Yeah. Like Thor Love and Blunder, I mean, I don't think anything would have saved that movie, but they had like 40 minutes cut out of that movie because Chapek made them do it under 2 hours. Like the whole, because what's her name from Game of Thrones, Lita Headey, was supposed to play Gore's wife, and they completely, and she got paid like $2 million for that role.
And instead of pay her.
And so they paid her because she filmed it, and then they made Taika Waititi completely cut the whole role out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like Chapek, I still think Marvel's direction after Endgame wasn't well thought out, but it was made worse by the stupidity of Chapek. One stripping, like if I said DJ, I'm gonna go away for like a month. I want you to run Storms Live. Just keep it going the normal way, right? Yeah. It's perfectly fine. But what if I let Adam come in and Adam's like, man, we're gonna start doing 3 shows a week, man. We're gonna like do that, like no, man, just like Kevin Feige proved himself. Just follow that formula.
All you gotta do is get in and drive. The car is already, you got gas in it. It's ready to go.
It's one of those autopilot Teslas, man. Just let it drive itself.
Press the button and go. You know.
Yeah,
make sure you don't hit that on the way out there. That's all you gotta do.
You ever see that? It's like a meme. It's like on TikTok and shit, and it shows men, how was your day? And they draw a line. Like women, how's your day? And it's like, it's like that's what it feels like. It's like phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom.
Nice. Boom.
Phase 4, 5. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
I mean, we already fucked up Star Wars.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I had the feeling I had in phase 1, 2, and 3 when a movie was announced or I was going to see a Marvel movie. Like, those days are gone. Like, gone.
I remember it was like midway through phase 2. They did that big slate where it's like Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. That was before Endgame was called Endgame. It's called Infinity War Part 1, Part 2. And I remember like I did a YouTube video saying, I need to make sure I'm alive to see this. You know, like I need to like start eating better. So I want to be alive to see this. There is nothing that I don't care about the Secret Wars movie. Like I don't care about the Kang. Like there's nothing I look forward to. And I have people come in either on Storms Live or if I'm doing a solo stream and like, Rob, are you looking forward? No, like I'll go.
I'm like whatever. I'm whatever.
Yeah.
Deadpool is interesting. I'm gonna check it out.
I'll go see it. But I'm not looking forward to it.
Exactly. If I don't catch it opening day, whatever.
Lucasfilm completely just sucked the joy out of Star Wars for me. Like Star Wars was the one thing growing up I loved more than anything. It was like the music, just being transported into a different place, seeing these epic stories and lightsabers, and a very simple story. Good versus evil, and now it's all about who sucked whose dick, who's this chick's like wife, I'm like
it's like watching Jerry Springer in space.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody gets stabbed in the stomach with lightsabers and they're fine. Like, what the hell is going on, man?
I'll tell you what, I got excited today for something that I was flipping through Netflix and I saw Godzilla -1. I was like, play. I sat there and watched Godzilla. I seen it twice already. I was like, I'm watching this right now.
I saw it twice in theaters in Japanese. I heard there's an English dub and Netflix.
Yeah, I watched the dub today. It doesn't hit as hard as the Japanese.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna watch it in Japanese. To be honest, but I
watched the dub. I watched the dub because I was kind of doing something at the same time. So
yeah. You know. I'm afraid if I watch it dub, it's gonna ruin the experience. But I went to Clearwater, St. Pete, Saturday morning. I didn't get back until a couple hours ago. But everybody's hitting up my Facebook. Rob, Godzilla -1's on Netflix. And I'm like, I know. I'm not home. I can't watch it. Stop. You guys are torturing me. Like, man, even when I got home, there's no way I can watch this before Storm's live.
Yeah.
I'm like, unlike what Danny thinks, we do start at 7, not 8. But
yeah, I don't know where you got 8 from.
man, dude, like, he's getting to that age, man. He's gonna start forgetting his phone number. He's gonna start writing down his PIN number on his hand. Yeah. But like those things excite me more. Like Godzilla -1. Like, I still want to watch the black and white version.
Yeah,
like I really want to watch that.
Is it out on Blu-ray yet?
Somebody messaged me on Facebook and said that you can buy it on VOD. So I don't know about Blu-ray yet.
I want a physical copy of that.
I will buy a physical copy of that. I want a Blu-ray physical copy. I was
surprised it went to Netflix so quick,
dude. Well, I mean, they ain't got that Rebel Moon Snyder money coming in, so they need something big.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I've been diving more into anime lately. Honestly, that's where my excitement is coming out.
Yeah, I try to get into anime. I can't get into anything new. Matt 1306 doing a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Ready for June slate? ? Star Wars Acolyte June, Boys season 4 June 13th, and House of Dragon June 16th.
I think the Boys and House of Dragon what I'm most excited for.
Well, Boys and House of Dragon, you're gonna get a certain quality.
Yeah, so you're gonna get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get that quality. Star Wars, I'm sorry, there's a question mark there.
It's but
I mean, you have the writer, the producer, showrunner, whoever the fucking chick is with the bad haircut, coming out going, if you don't like gay rights, you're not a Star Wars fan. Like, what the fuck? And then Kathleen Kennedy is like, if you don't like this, then you're so and so. And it's just like,
listen, do they not have publicists? like, don't say that. Like,
if I feel like Lucasfilm has the same PR person as Microsoft.
Yeah.
Because Phil Spencer comes out and says something. I'm like, don't you have a PR person to tell people this? Because you guys, you're putting your foot in your mouth every time.
You're saying stuff that going to get that one side of the fan base just picket signs out there and pitchforks. Like, it's like, I feel like they do it on purpose sometimes just to get people to talk about what I say, but bad publicity is good publicity.
It's better than no publicity. Yeah.
So.
But the thing is, right? The thing is, I hate the argument that just because you disagree with something, that like if I disagree, I see people posting on Facebook. I'm trying to come up with a good example so people don't attack me and kill me here. But on Facebook, I've seen people say, "Oh, I love Pride Month because homophobes feel uncomfortable." Like, people can feel uncomfortable and not be homophobic.
Yeah.
Like I have all kinds of friends that are gay. I don't care who sucks whose dick. As long as they're happy and they're nice to me and they're good people, I don't care. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to see it everywhere in my face. That doesn't make me homophobic.
To me, the word homophobic means like you hate that person for who they are. I don't hate gay people, trans people, whatever. I don't care. Like, if you're happy, go be happy.
But it's the same thing with.
But if it's not your cup of tea, I understand.
Like, but the same thing goes for straight people, right? Okay, you have say you and your friends are out, right? And 2 of them are a couple, right? And they're both one male, one female. Do you want to see them fuck in front of you?
No.
So it doesn't matter what your sexual preference is. Just you don't want to see it thrown in your face.
Yeah.
Danny said, "Here you go with a middle finger."
I wait 8 o'clock to get that middle finger.
Yeah. I don't know where he got the 8 o'clock thing from. Especially when I talk to him on the phone.
When we do gas car shows, 8 o'clock. So he probably got that confused. Only thing I can think of, But it's
but we had a whole conversation to do this at 7 because when football season starts back up, 8 o'clock.
And he was like, "Yes, I'm happy about it." He's the one that was so excited about it.
Yeah, it was his idea. It was like we would do it at 7. That way, the 8 o'clock football game would be on, and then no one would miss anything. Like, we set this whole thing up. It was his idea. Oh, Danny, pretty soon he's gonna be wearing adult diapers.
No, that's not what we're saying, geeky guy.
Don't unless that motherfucker sends a super chat in. Don't pay him no damn attention. That motherfucker, man, he's all hopped up on his goat dicks and all kinds of shit he be doing. But yeah, he's one of those idiot liberals, right? That you tell that, like, you say it word for word, and then they add words that you never even said.
Yeah, or take words out that you,
I remember back in the day I did a video because they turned Jonathan Kent gay, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, you're trying to bring a demographic in that don't even read your comics, and I'm like, first of all, kids should not be reading this. And he's like, oh, so kids are just gonna turn gay because they read this in a comic book?
No.
I'm like, that's not what I said, motherfucker. I'm like, kids are very like impressionable early on in their life.
Yeah.
Right. So if there's a reason why if a kid grows up in a bad family, that kid normally, not every time, there's an exception.
It's a higher chance of him.
Yeah, a higher percentage of that kid growing up to be a bad person, like in crime or drugs. Yes. But for example, my wife grew up in a family that loves each other. They go to each other's house. They're like, they say, my dad never said I love you. So when I see them saying I love you, it makes me feel weird because that's the way I grew up.
Not saying that it's wrong. It's just, it's different to you and you're trying to adjust to it. Like, you know, because like my uncles are older and we've had this conversation because my cousin is gay. And so like it took him a long time to understand. He didn't hate him. It just took him a long time to wrap his head around it because he's from a different generation.
When I first met my wife 3 years ago, they went to go. They're always doing family events all the time, which is again, like I said, something I didn't grow up with. She stopped me. She's like, "I need to tell you, son." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "My sister's gay," and like I said, "Okay,
yeah,
all right, what?" And she's like, "Oh." And I'm like, I have friends that are gay. It doesn't bother me if your sister-in-law, if your sister's gay, I don't care. Like, I care if you're a nice and good person. What you do in your bed, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You're not
hurting nobody or is affecting me in a negative way. I really don't care what you do.
Yes.
Honestly. I don't care. Man, straight, black, white, Chinese, whatever. I don't care.
But you have people like this stupid fucking Quickie Mart motherfucker, geeky guy, that just because I say I don't want to see all over the place, automatically calls me homophobe. Yeah. It's like what I give a good example with Danny. Danny is a very church-going person. Exactly. He does his words of wisdom, and I respect everything about that. And what I like about Danny so much when he's here on time is he doesn't talk about it with us. Right? Unless we bring it up, he doesn't mention it. But you have some of those Christians out there who's like, oh, I can't tell you how many times when I worked at Walmart. Yeah. When I worked at Walmart, I would have people come and say, I'm praying for you because you have tattoos and you're going to hell.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I grew up in the church, but the hypocrisy of it was what kind of like turned me away from it, honestly.
Yeah. I very much believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. But I believe in it my own way, but you don't see Danny preaching it or pushing it toward us. But you have these people pushing this gay agenda. We have in movies,
you have
video
to like
games,
what I like. You have to believe what I believe.
And if you don't like it, you're homophobic or you're a bigot or all kinds of shit. And it's just like it's almost like oh my God, Morgan Freeman. When they were talking about Black History Month, and he's like, I don't like it. And he's like, why? He's like, well, how about you just call me Morgan Freeman? I'll call you whatever, and you stop acknowledging me as a black man and just a man. That's what, like why are we going, oh, you see that black man over there? You see that white man? Like just call, like, I'm Robert, that's DJ. I don't say I'm Robert, and there's that black guy DJ over there, even though it's the token black guy, but but that's where we need to get to in society. We need to get to a point where it's
gotten better, but it's going to take generations.
Yeah, but I feel like we're taking steps back in so many ways, man.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I thought we were doing so good.
It hasn't been that long since civil rights, honestly.
I know.
My grandma lived through all that crap, so it's not that far. It seems a long time ago, but it really isn't that long time ago. So, I mean, my thing is everybody just be nice to each other, have general respect for one another.
Yeah, it was like I remember when I came out and I said I don't like the new Little Mermaid. Oh, Rob, you a racist motherfucker!
I didn't like Little Mermaid.
I didn't like her because she looked like Sid from Ice Age. Like it had nothing to do with her skin color.
I'm not even a Little Mermaid fanboy. I just didn't care about it,
bro. You know how hard it is for me to be sitting here wanting to talk about that new Romeo and Juliet movie, and I'm like, if I do, I'm gonna get blasted so bad.
See, I really don't care because those characters have been so interchangeable, and that story's been told so many different
No,
ways.
I don't care about. I'm talking about the casting of the girl. I'm like, man, you couldn't find somebody a little more attractive.
I really haven't seen the girl how she looks.
Dude, I looked up every picture I could find of her. I cannot find a good picture of her. I not even a Photoshop good picture of her. You know,
I still say the best version of Romeo and Juliet is the Leonardo DiCaprio one.
I did not like that one.
I like that one, man.
I like all the actors involved. I like Claire Danes. I did not like the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I still like the black and white Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. I remember.
I saw it in high school, so
yeah, me same. It was like,
but I'm perfectly fine with them having a black Juliet. I don't see a problem with that at all.
Problem.
But I feel like Hollywood and the video game industry is making women very manly, and that's what I don't like. Very masculine. And the girl that got to play Juliet looks very masculine.
You can be strong and still be feminine at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I still think what's her name from Aliens? Ripley?
What's Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, she was strong but feminine. You have, you have these characters that are strong, and I don't understand why you got to make them look like a dude in movies.
Same thing with Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
Hold on, Nick. I'm checking my Facebook. What's up, right, dude? Yeah. Well, look at Rhea Ripley, right? She's very strong, and I find her very attractive.
Yeah. So
same thing with Jade Cargill, dude.
Yeah,
she's fucking muscular. Jade is fucking hot, bro. And guess what, guys? She's black. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Nick sent me the picture, bro. I wanted to do a video. Yeah, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna get shit, man. That's fine.
The Juliet girl.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
It's like the
look
Predator
at her face,
dude. Every picture of her looks like that, though. Every picture of her looks like that.
Well, why does she look like she got crazy eyes, though? I'm not care about the bottom part, but the way Tom was looking at her, he's like, "Help me, help me!"
Yeah, I'm like, "Fuck, even Spider-Man can't handle this." I fought Thanos.
I don't know. Maybe she's a good actress. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I looked up a bunch of pictures of her. I didn't find any good pictures, man. You know, I found more better pictures of Haley Bailey than I did of this chick. Did you see the trailer for the Netflix Tomb Raider anime? No, I did not. I didn't know it was out yet.
It looks pretty decent.
I hope so. I'm worried about Tomb Raider too, because apparently the new games, they're supposed to be like Laura's looking for a girlfriend or some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? With 15 minutes left, Danny showed up.
Better late than never.
Hold on. Let me look up this Tomb Raider.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You kind of. I think your mic's off.
I think everything's off.
Yeah, I think everything's off.
Hey, it does look good. It looks really good.
The anime style looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah. I started playing Rise of the Tomb Raider because I never played it.
How was it?
So, like, this is a perfect time for me.
Yeah, I'm playing Hellblade right now.
Dude, Hellblade 2. I fucking love that game.
It's finally starting to get good. Yeah.
Dude, those battle scenes, those battle mechanics, like it feels like so in your face, smooth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Hellblade 2. I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm looking at my shit. I'm thinking about selling a bunch of shit I have because I want to upgrade my PC.
Yeah, I need to upgrade mine too, but I'm trying to wait because I might be getting a new job that I have me traveling more. So I don't want to put my money into the PC that won't be home a lot, you know.
Yeah, then you might have to get a laptop instead.
Yeah, I'd rather get a more powerful laptop and then PC. You're right over there, Manny. Yeah.
Man, he's making all those old jokes, man. Look like they're
coming true.
What's going on? They want you to take the role.
Goddamn technology.
These damn young kids today.
Check your settings, Danny. On the years or not.
I can't find it.
Oh man. Well, Danny's here, y'all.
We are 2 likes away from 30 likes, guys. Make it happen.
Y'all. We got 42 people watching.
Make it happen. Happy Pride Month, guys. As long as your heart's in the right place, I don't care what's in your mouth.
So what's the next big movie coming out? Is it Deadpool?
Bad Boys?
Well,
I'm not seeing it.
I said
personally.
big movie. I'm probably not gonna go to theaters to see it. I'll wait till it comes out.
I still haven't seen Furiosa yet.
Yeah.
Judging on the box office, apparently a lot of people haven't seen Furiosa yet. I think the next big movie
Deadpool, right?
Is it Deadpool? Which one comes out first, Deadpool or Beetlejuice?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's probably Deadpool.
Yeah.
You see those weird ass popcorn boxes with Wolverine?
He did it on purpose, right? Because of Dune. Remember the Dune one? Yeah, they did that on purpose. Environmental is a gimmick thing. I kind of want to get one to hold on to because I'm pretty sure down the road it's probably worth some money.
Yeah, probably. Probably. I'm not saying I'm excited for it, but
I'm intrigued by it. I want to see what they're gonna do. I want to see what the big reveal is and all the cameos.
Yeah. So just give me Ben Affleck's Daredevil one last time. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I heard Ben Affleck might be coming in the MCU.
Huh? I mean, his time's over there, and so.
Right dude threw in $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that, sir. I appreciate you. Hopefully you and your fiance is doing good. And he says, is anyone seeing Inside Out in 2 weeks? I'm not gonna go see it personally.
I want to see it, but I probably won't go see it. I do enjoy the first one.
I like the first one quite a bit.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
But did you see the trailer for Inside Out too?
Not the full length trailer yet. I just saw like the little teaser one there.
I feel like it's a little bloated personally because they add like all these new emotions. Like if they would have add like one new emotion, I was like, okay, but dude, they had like 4 of them, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like
it could be like Ghostbusters, like too many characters.
Yeah, that's the problem I think. Yeah. And to be honest with you, Pixar's track record lately for the past few years has not been good.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be one where I catch on Disney Plus. Unless my wife is like, hey, I want to watch Inside Out. Yeah. And I'm like, all right. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought the first one was phenomenal.
It's a good movie. But Pixar has like those heartstring movies.
Yeah. What was the last Pixar? I loved Soul. Dude, I remember when Soul came out.
It's so underrated.
Me and Adam, we were both living together at the time. We were both single. And we were it was Christmas. We were watching. We were sitting on the couch.
Didn't it come out on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, on Disney Plus, straight Disney Plus. And 2 grown-ass middle-aged men were crying during Soul. I was like, yeah. And dude, and especially if you have like a deadbeat job, then you really understand even more. Yeah.
I think I watched it by myself. I think my exit time came in, and I had like a tear around my face. Like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. This movie.
When he was like, I want to do more or whatever. Like, I was like, oh no. It hit me hard. Sean threw in a $5 super chat. In y'all opinion, do you think Xbox and Sony completely dropped the ball on this generation of consoles?
Both in different ways.
Yes.
I feel Xbox not having enough new content, like new games, or bringing back old franchise into the new generation. And I feel like what Sony did was everything's fucking remastered.
Well, see, I kind of agree with you, but in different ways. So the thing is, Microsoft didn't have nothing at the beginning because they were building actual next gen games. Like you look at Hellblade 2, Hellblade 2 would not play on an Xbox One.
No,
there's no way in hell.
It wouldn't even load. It would not even load.
Yes, the games that Sony released early, I'm talking about Horizon 2, Spider-Man 2, God of War 2. Other than Spider-Man, they were all released on the PS4 too. So to me, what I see from Sony was we have all these PS4 games that we're going to optimize for the PS5.
Upscale them basically.
Where Microsoft, every game that they had, Starfield, Hellblade 2, Indiana Jones,
this next generation
is PC or Xbox Series X. It's not for Xbox One. Where Sony, everything they released, other than Spider-Man 2, was on PS4, and Spider-Man 2 used the same architecture and same models and everything as Spider-Man 1. So Insomniac was able to release so that's why when Sony released their showcase this week, there was nothing. Because
they ran out of stuff.
Yeah, everything they had was the first 2 years of their system. Sony has not released a first-party game this year. Now, one first-party game did they release this year. None of them are Sony release games. The Hellblade 2 was a different company that they bought.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 7 was Square Enix. They did not release any first-party titles this year. And they might not release any to the following year because it takes so long for them to make. That's why they're remastering The Last of Us for the 8th time, remastering Last of Us 2 for the 8th time. They're supposed to be remastering Horizon for like Horizon just came out 3 years ago. Why are you remastering that?
That should have been next generation right there.
Yeah. Microsoft, they're releasing all new games. Say what you want about Halo.
It's taking them longer, but it's they're better quality games.
And I said this, and I stand by it on Facebook. If Microsoft would have came out with a presentation like this past week's Sony showcase, people would have been trashing them and saying Xbox is dead. Only Sony can get away with that because for some reason people think brand loyalty is important. When it's like these companies don't give a shit about you.
Sony's compared like having an Apple phone and an Android.
An Android, yeah.
Where Android is actually the better product.
Yep.
But you have a higher status, or oh well, I got money because I have an Apple. I feel like it's all the glitz and the glam on a Sony side, whereas the actual like better quality, like internal stuff is Xbox.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's
and
that
no,
way
I'm
with
not
everything.
an Xbox fanboy. I like all consoles. Everybody, start killing me in the comments. I don't hear it.
People give me that shit all the time, and it was like, I got a PS5, and no, man, you can't use COVID for that. A lot of these developers develop games, and so why did Sony?
You sit behind a computer and code. You don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, people were coding at home, and that doesn't explain why Sony had all these games at the beginning of the PS5 gen and nothing now. You know why? Because they were all PS4 games that they optimized for PS5. And the problem with this generation is they released these new generation consoles way too early. Like they did a PS4 Pro, PS4 Pro.
Are they about to release the new PS5? Because
PS5 Pro
optimizing.
To make good on the promise they originally had.
Yeah,
PS5 said 60 frames per second, 4K. Ain't none of those games 4K 60 frames per second. That's why they had to release the Pro. And people want to give Xbox shit. Like, why was Starfield at 30 frames per second? You see how fucking big Starfield is?
Yeah, I'd rather have it at 30 where I get my frame rate constant. So
and guess what? And they patched it and they fixed it. It just took them more time.
People, y'all can't even tell between 60 and 30.
Nope.
Half of y'all can't even tell. So I don't want to hear it.
And dude, Hellblade, I'm telling you, Hellblade, to me, this is just my opinion. Hellblade 2 is the only real next-gen experience I have played.
Yeah, same.
Like, it is like, say what you want, walking similar, whatever. I understand the gripes, and I agree with a lot of them.
I complained too at first. Like, it was just...
Yeah, I mean, I did a whole video where I'm like, dude, I'm holding up on the stick.
I was like,
30 minutes.
The more I played, I was like, okay, I was wrong. It actually is a really good
Are you
game.
playing with headphones?
Yes. Yeah, I played
crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy, and especially at which chapter you want.
I actually turned my head because I thought something was coming up behind me.
Did you get to the Giants yet, by any chance?
Not quite yet. No,
dude. When that shit happens, the game just takes off. You're like, dude, I don't even want to stop playing. It's like I gotta find out what's going on. Geeky got doing $2 super chat. Rob just switched to PC master race. I've been playing PC. I've been playing.
We play it all. We play it all. Like we just talked about upgrading our PCs a second ago.
Hey, Danny.
Hey. Good?
No, you still don't hear him.
No, he's okay. No.
We only got 3 minutes left. So okay. I promise you, Danny, it's okay. I give you A for try, bro. I give you an A for try.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us? Yeah, nope.
No, can't. But Geeky Guy, if you were here, I said earlier in the stream that I'm thinking about selling some of my shit.
Yeah, we're both
so I can
our PCs.
Yeah, because right now I have 16 gig of RAM in my PC. I thought I had 32. Nick helped me look up my motherboard, and I can actually hold 128. So each one of those is $125. So I need $250 to upgrade my PC, and then I want to get a new graphics card because it just Danny, he's still trying, man.
Yeah, I mean, I give him.
I'm not even gonna. We got 2 minutes. I'm not even gonna bother adding him when he comes back. He pops back out, so when he adds, I'm just gonna, like, we're getting ready to end it. But yeah, I'm thinking about, because I'm trying to figure out what to sell, to be honest with you, to get that type of money.
Yeah.
But
are you gonna buy a pre-build or are you gonna just upgrade?
No, I have a pre-build. I'm just gonna upgrade it because I bought this back in 2020. So the graphics card needs to be updated. The RAM needs to be updated.
I want to gut mine completely and go from motherboard, CPU, everything. I want to do a full new build on mine.
Yeah, my motherboard, according to Nick, is mine is 9th generation. They're on generation 14, so I'm 5 generations behind.
I'm about where you are. Yeah. So,
yeah.
I can run some games, pretty well, and some I'm like, I gotta go all the way low settings, and it's like,
yeah. I played Hellblade on PC. I had to play it on the lowest settings.
Yeah.
Granted, it still looked
good.
Phenomenal. Like, it looked like really, really good. Danny, if you hear me, it's okay, bro.
Yeah,
you don't have to keep popping in. We're getting off in 1 minute. And then he popped back off. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, no, because I was telling my friends, I think this is my last generation on PS5 or on PlayStation. I think I'm done with PlayStation. I don't like how all their games are live service. I don't like how they're just throwing remasters at us. They're raising the price of games. And all their big games like God of War and stuff, they come to PC eventually anyway.
Yeah, so you can play it on PC.
Yeah. So and the only reason why I bought a PlayStation was Final Fantasy was exclusive to PlayStation. Yeah. But Square Enix came out last week and said, "Yo, we did not make no money on Final Fantasy 16 or 7 remake. So from now on, it's gonna be multi-platform. So I'm gonna keep my Xbox, my Nintendo, and my PC, and then PlayStation. Whatever comes out on PC, I'll get it when it comes out on PC.
And honestly, you can't beat Game Pass.
No.
And now, if you're like multiplayer Call of Duty, it's day one now.
Yeah, like, Call of Duty day one, that is a game changer, man.
Yeah, you can't beat that. I'm sorry.
If you have Game Pass, you can get it day one on your Xbox and your PC.
Yeah. So the next Call of Duty, y'all, if you got it's free.
But see, like you said, PlayStation owners are like Apple owners. They'll spend tons of money and don't have to spend it.
But the thing about that, they don't change anything. Oh, they change the color, or something that one already has. Like, I don't know.
Danny's doing $2 super chat. I just turned to the Hulk and smashed my PC. I kept trying to tell you, Danny, not to worry about it because we're getting ready to end the stream, bro. Danny, come on, bro. You're good. Just remember, next week,
7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Standard Time.
Yes. But plays to me like my brother-in-law. He's a PlayStation fan. He'll pay $70 to $100 for Call of Duty on PS5. Meanwhile, you can just get it right here, bro, for free.
Free.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for free. Like, I'm good. And that's the thing, right? It's like Hellblade was $50. I played it for free. Starfield, $70. I played it for free. And I know
you want to buy the extra stuff for it. You're not spending any money for it.
Yeah. And it's like $18 a month, so people are like, it's $18 a month, so you're not really getting it for free.
Yeah, but how many games will you buy in a year that would equal more? Say you bought 10 games in a year. That's what average game. What, $70?
So the average game is $70 now.
That's $700 right there you're spending on games alone. What, $18 a month?
Yeah. And the thing is, you'll pay $70 for a game. And you only play it a certain amount of time, then you stop playing it.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing like Call of Duty, you play that until the new Call of Duty comes out. Then you don't play it no more. So you paid $70. That's down the drain.
And then it's sitting there. It's not replayable. Unless like you play a multiplayer. But very, very few games now are replayable like that.
Yeah. A lot of them are because
they're one shots.
They're like 30 hours long. By the time you finish it, like, man, you feel old as Danny.
There's some games, man, I just get tired of playing it because it's just so damn long. I'm
fucking geeky guy was like, "Yo, Rob, the Spider-Man 2 patch came out. Are you gonna play it?" I'm like, "Bro, it just took me 30 hours to beat this game. I'm not replaying it
for one new mission." It's like
I replayed Miles Morales because it was like 6 hours long.
Okay,
so it's just like boom. I'll play it a couple days. I'm done with it. But these games now are so long. Like Indiana Jones that come out this year, Game Pass. Call of Duty, Game Pass. Avowed, Game Pass. Starfield, Game Pass. Hellblade 2, Game Pass. You're not going to tell me Xbox doesn't have a better lineup than PlayStation. What do you got? Well, The Last of Us remastered again. It's like, what?
And if you play it and you don't like it, you're not losing nothing.
And not only that, PlayStation is copying all these live service games. They just released Foam Stars, which was a imitation Splatoon, and then they have Concord, which is an imitation Overwatch. They're not even original with their shit. So yeah. Anyway,
that Marvel Overwatch game, I don't know, it was not.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
Yeah, it's coming to console.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not a big Overwatch fan.
Me either.
But Marvel characters, though.
Yeah.
I will play with Marvel characters at least to try it out.
Yeah, it's a free to play game too. So
yeah, at least to just try it out. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with that. Like Iron Man looks awesome. You know, so
yeah.
Oh yeah, Nick's right. They also ripped off Smash Brothers. So
what's it called?
With PlayStation All Stars.
Yeah.
Yep, it's what they do, man. It's what they do over there.
They're Apple.
They are. They're like, and what else did Apple do? They released like a $2,000 VR headset. PlayStation released that $600 headset,
and nobody bought that Apple shit. Like
nobody bought the PlayStation one either. It's like, yeah, they're stupid, man. I feel like they're very anti. I realize Xbox has a lot of problems.
Oh yeah,
but I don't understand why when Microsoft does something, the sky's falling. PlayStation does something
every single time. Yeah.
PlayStation raises the price of PlayStation Plus. Nobody says anything. Microsoft raises Game Pass. Oh man, what the hell are they doing?
They're out of money. Yeah. They're robbing everybody. You know.
PlayStation lays off 900 people from Bungie. Then they completely shut down PlayStation in London after Jim Ryan went there and took pictures with everybody the following week. Yeah, he went there, took pictures with everybody, celebrating with them. Next week, shut the studio down, laid off everybody. Nobody says a word. Microsoft shuts down 4 studios. Oh, fucking Microsoft! What were they doing? Like, it's the you know. I just what's fair for one should be fair for the other.
Yeah, the hypocrisy. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But anyway, let's get out of here. So Danny, 7:00.
Yeah.
You know,
here, be square.
Yeah, put a sticky note on your false teeth, man. Just like next week, you know, put it on there. Danny's gonna kill me. DJ, where can the people find you?
My channel, Token Black Guy. You find me here on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. and Wednesday nights on the Hangout with Danny. Hopefully, be on time for that one too.
He's gonna write. I thought we started at 9. Yeah. So watch. You'll think that one started at 7. Yeah.
Where's everybody at?
Where's everybody at? Yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't subbed the DJ's channel, man, go definitely check out Token Black Guy, man. He puts out good content. And I appreciate you coming on, man. We did a good job holding down the fort, I think. Yeah. So that was great. I appreciate you.
Danny jumping in every now and then.
yeah, that was cool. He hulked on his computer. I will be doing the Storm Nation stream coming up in like 2 minutes. So if you are a Mega Tier member, the link is already in the community tab. And for everybody else, I will check you guys out over there. And thank you guys so much. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for having me.
Later. And don't forget, guys, it might be Pride Month, but Adam does not like black people.